Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Some of you watched the video yesterday and were interested in that discussion we had about the posted statistics of guns in the game, gun handling, aim time, and dispersion, and how they sometimes do not reflect how a tank actually plays. So we're going to actually watch a Buras game because I used this as the example yesterday. And before we get into the action here, I just want to show you one thing. The gun on the Buras. 0.42 dispersion, 3.5 second aim time. Remember that, 3.5 second aim time for the Buras gun compared to Skoda T56, Czechoslovakian heavy tank. 0.42 dispersion, exact same dispersion as the Buras, and better aim time, 3 seconds instead of 3.5 seconds. Statistically, published stats for the Skoda T56, it has a faster aiming gun with the same dispersion. Well, let's watch Borgi 4, who's playing this Buras without purple equipment. He's got small repair kit, small first aid kit. He's running food, but he doesn't have the purple equipment. He's just playing his Buras. I picked this game because it's just a guy playing a Buras, okay? And we're gonna watch a Buras game and then a T56 game. Tier 8 French medium tank, Tier 8 Czechoslovakian heavy tank. We're just going to watch two games. He's going to head for the hill here. Why don't you take a shot on the move? That might help you take one. Okay, take another shot on the move. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. Now I know there's some of you that are probably watching that are already saying, well, those are just statistics that are, there's soft stats and there's equipment and field modifications. Just watch the games here, guys. And realize that when you look at those statistics, 3.5 second aim time on the Buras, we're not starting with two tanks that have kind of like average, the average gun statistics that can be improved. Of course, those numbers can be improved by your crew, by all the things that you can use to improve those numbers. But there's lots of like field modifications, equipment, crew skills, blah, blah, blah. Purple equipment. He doesn't have the purple equipment. But the point is that these two particular tanks are starting with among the worst, about as bad as it gets. About as bad as it gets. Like 3.5 second aim time is among the worst. That's like KV2. Aim time. There aren't any other tank. There's very few. I can't think of them now. There might be like some of the Chinese, the BZ maybe. There's very few that are worse. This is like the worst aim time in the game. 3.5 seconds is among the worst. It's not in the middle. So yeah, you could improve on it with some crew skills and stuff, but you're starting with about the worst published statistic in the game. 3.5 second aim time. Now the reload between shots, I think, is it 1.5 or 2 seconds? It might be. Oh, his teammate's in the way. Your gun, the two shots, the time between the two shots, is much faster than the aim time. Which, when they first came out with this tank, was kind of a lot of the people that were reviewing it were one of the observations was, if the aim time's 3.5 and the reload time between shots is 2, that's gonna be a problem because you have another 1.5 seconds. You know what I mean? You have to you can't go click click, boom boom. Well, point is, long story short, let's just watch the game, and you guys know how the Buras plays. You've been ambushed by a Buras, or you own one, and you know how it performs, and you know how you can boom boom. And if you boom boomed in your Buras, just look at the aim circle and look what's unfolding in front of you on the screen, and then try and rectify that with the numbers that are published. Okay. Try and what's the word? Try and Was that a blind shot? Good shot by the Udaz. Maybe he was still lit. Try and see what's going on. And then we're going to watch a game in the T56 that has the exact same dispersion, 0.42. Also, the dispersion, 0.42, is among the worst. Oh, and he got... Ooh, you're almost dead. You make 2 mistakes. It's not good for you. Oh, wait a minute, you're French. You're not Chinese. The T56 has the same dispersion, 0.42, which is horrible, and a better aim time than the Burak's. 3 instead of 3.5. I'll say it again. This is among the worst published initial stats. Sans modifiers. Watch the 2. Good thing he spent a little extra time aiming there after the reload, because that 3.5 second aim time. Oh, but Claus, you don't know what 3.5 second means. I do. I know exactly what it means. It means in 3.5 seconds, the circle will shrink by not fully to, what is it, 60%? It'll shrink to, I don't know. But the aim time means the time that the circle shrinks 2/3, I believe. Yes, that's it. So it's even worse than what I'm saying, because the aim time of 3.5 seconds means the aim circle has shrunk to 66%. It would take longer, presumably, to be fully shrunk. But that's a lie, right? Okay, the whole point is that it's a lie. It's not true. This thing's fully aimed in less than half a second. It's got one of the best gun. It has one of the best gun handling feels in the game. It almost has 0 aim time. The circle never blooms. So what Wargaming publishes is simply not true. It's simply it's a meaningless number that's a lie. That's the takeaway. That's what I'm getting. Let's just call a horse, and the no BS, and just that's the conclusion. That it's just not true. Oh, the Char shot. That's a good thing he waited that 3.5 seconds plus a little bit longer to be fully aimed. Oh, but he's got APCR loaded instead of the other stuff. That doesn't matter. Your aim time doesn't change with the ammunition selection. Oh, but that's another lie. Let's just enjoy the game. And you guys think about it. Oh, 2 up the ass. They fully aimed by the time he takes the second shot. And seems to... now, here's the other thing. Some people say, well, the Burask is more accurate on the move. So does it have... because the way the statistics work is they publish 3.5 second aim time, 0.42 dispersion, and then they apply what are called penalties that make those numbers worse if you move, if you traverse, or if your turret traverses. Good soft stats are when those penalties are minimal, if not 0. I don't think there's any tank where those penalties are 0, but there's some tanks where those penalties are very low, meaning the published numbers don't get very much worse. And you can improve on them with all the equipment and stuff, right? There is no positive penalty. There's no penalty, like, oh, if you're on the move, your accuracy gets 30% better. There's no positive penalty. Although maybe in Russia, there's secret positive penalties. There's no tank that's published. The side of the turret's not going to go through, buddy. He's not detected. Whew, that's good. And he's probably detected. Oh, he's lucky, because he poked out of the bush there. He's trying to get an angle on this IS-7. Can he do it? Can he do it? It's going to be difficult. Don't fall off the cliff. Now he's got an angle. Boom. And it bounced. Boom. 1 out of 2. So in my understanding, there is no tank that gets the opposite of penalty. There's no tank that gets a bonus when their turret is traversing or they're on the move, or their hull is traversing. The published soft stats are only penalties, which make the numbers worse. That's why you're best not to move your turret around or traverse when you're poking a corner. You know, some of the good players that they have a tank even with bad gun handling numbers, they'll be poking a corner. They lock their turret, like they pre-aim where they want to aim. They lock their turret and they make sure they don't traverse their tank. They just move forward. So then they're only introducing one penalty, and that's the penalty that you're on the move. They're eliminating the traverse penalty and the turret traverse penalty. You'll see them pre-aim before they, like across the building at what they're going to aim at, and then they just move forward slowly and take their shot. And their circle doesn't bloom that much with penalties. Whereas a beginner will, if the turret is wildly flopping around, boom, boom. The turret's flopping around and they're traversing their hull and they pull around the corner and the circle goes woo! And the Burask ends up with 9,406 damage, and he took 30 shots and 29 hit because he fully aimed all of them. Let's watch Lee 41 now in his Skoda T56, and he's equipped his tank with vents, vert stabs, and I think, is that rotation or is that turbo? But it's all of the purple variety, and he's running food, so he's got his thing equipped much better than the Burask did. And remember, this tank starts with better gun handling, and I didn't pick a shitty game. We're gonna watch another good game, but I didn't pick. I could have selected a game where one of these things takes 22 shots and misses 21. So I'm, just to make a point, but I'm not. We're actually gonna watch a good game. But I think you'll see that the what you have to do, you'll see the differences, right? But remember, this tank here has a better gun statistics, poor, but better than the Burask, and he's got the equipment and the crew that is going to mitigate it really well. He's got the full loadout that's going to help. But just watch kind of the difference in. You guys know, right? The amount of time he's going to take to aim his shots. He's going to have a great game. He's going to know what he's doing. He knows what to do. But watch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, he takes his time to make sure that he's fully aimed. There ain't no snapping going on. So according to the statistics, this gun has a 3-second aim time. The Burask has a 3.5-second aim time. They're both horrible. But this one, the statistic makes some sense. It's not... If you played this, it's notoriously punishes you for not fully aiming your shots. Right? If you do not take your time and fully aim your... It's a heavy tank. It has 2 shots. It's balanced. It's a really good tank, but it makes sense. If you don't fully aim your shots, you're going to get trolled with this thing. Okay? You got to fully aim, and it takes a long time to get fully aimed. And the soft stats are not that good. There's a lot of penalties applied when you turn your turret and you traverse your tank. That's why he's still... That shot, Wargaming just said that shot would hit. There, fully aim, good. If you fully aim, you do well. A good player, and he's going to show us this, what I was just saying before we switch games is, when you have a tank like this that has a lot of very bad statistics on the gun handling and bad penalties applied. Let's see these shots. These are close range. He's going to really make them count. Oh, he bounced, but he made them count. They just approach the target. They make sure that, like I already explained it, they make sure that they minimize the amount of penalties they incur by not moving everything. And that's what beginners do. Let me go into third person here. You see his tank? He's not traversing. He's not moving. He's going to fully aim here. He's only moving forward. He's not moving the turret. He just tries to only move a little bit to be fully aimed, right? So that he incurs the least amount of penalties. Some beginners, when they play the game, they're going like this. Right? They're looking around like Muppets. And unless you lock your turret, and you're looking around like a Muppet and you're pressing the keys on the control on your keyboard, your tank's moving, you're traversing, your turret's moving, your circle blooms out so much, you'll play this tank and say, I can't hit anything. A good player will play this tank and he'll minimize all the movements that he makes so those penalties don't apply. This is as good as it gets. Okay, but it's still kind of showing you the difference. The discrepancy between the Burask and this. The Burask, it seems like it doesn't matter. And what he was doing there was just searching for an outline. Searching for an outline. Searching for an outline. So he can follow the worms. Poor guy in his heavy tank in this open map. Now, isn't that just the way it goes? The Burask should have been on this map, and the other guy should have been on the other map. This tank would have been conducive to mines, and the Burask would have just been amazing on this map with his concealment. But no, it was switcheroo. And see, my videos have there's a common theme. It's the switcheroo. We switcherooed it. Everything's backwards in this game. The good gun handling is bad. The bad gun handling is good. You think the little medium tank would do better on the open map, but no, he does better on mines. This one should do have a hard time on this map, but he does good. Nobody knows what's going on. And now he's got these close range targets that are just saying, please put me out of my misery. I don't want to play this game anymore. Particularly watch how this guy's moving his tank, or I should say not moving his tank. How he's not turning his tank now. You see that? Maybe, hopefully we learn how to play one of these tanks with the poor gun statistic. He could have turned to follow that guy, which would have made his bloom more. He's being very careful to input the least amount of instructions into the keyboard. This guy's forgotten that he's here because he's a complete muppet. Ay. Okay, now what's he gonna do here? Let's see. He's got a central position. He's doing good. He's gonna help He's telling his teammate to fall back. He actually. Oh, look at this! Another. Kenny. Yeah. Oh, good shot and. Oh, missed it. Burask would have been able to adjust. Boop, snap. Get out of the way, buddy. His teammate's in the way. He spotted. Ooh, that's a big target. That's a big target. His teammate's going to get punished. Okay, bounce the shot. Shoot through the rails now. Boom. And he missed. He was fully aimed, but the game decided that he would miss. Get out of the way, teammate, you muppet. He's got Muppets on his team, Sky. There are Muppets on his team. Can he? Look at the same time. Okay, good. Can you see the difference? I didn't cherry pick. I didn't pick a horrible game in a T56 to show you how bad it is. I could have picked one. I picked one of the best. This is as good as it gets, but he has to respect his poor gun handling. He has to respect those numbers and fully aim. He can't just snapperoonies, right? He has to aim. There you go. He's doing everything right. He's doing it right. Oh, that was a good snap. Another lesson to be learned. You will not hit what you don't shoot at. So if you don't have the time, snap it, see what happens. The worst that could happen is you miss. The best that could happen is what you just witnessed. Boom. Fully aimed. Boom. Oh, beautiful. Beautifully played. The other mechanic of being able to shoot through the railroad tracks is also important to learn. Now he can use his dead Muppet as cover. And he's surrounded, the poor guy. There's nowhere you can go, buddy. Oh, he's spotting for his TVP, and now he's gonna... Yes? Can he? Boom. They did not respect the power. The Alpha. Ooh, get behind cover. Yes. This guy's a boss. He didn't hide at the back. Let's just enjoy the game now, guys. This guy's doing really well. He's up to 8,102 damage. Leave some comments in the comment section about the discussion. I might not have summarized it all or made my point, articulated my point perfectly, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Is that I guess the conclusion is don't believe the numbers. The tank is you have to take it out for a spin and decide whether it feels good to you or not. It's a personal experience. You may love a tank that has really poor gun handling numbers, and you may hate a tank that has great gun handling numbers, and it may just be you. Oh, screen not penetrated. Not necessarily the same experience for everyone on the same tank. It's strange. That's just the way it is. Kenny. Oh, the guy's behind a rock. He's behind a rock. But last two known positions of the enemies are way over there, so he can go. Would you have reloaded? He's only got the one shot. If he misses the shot, that's not good. But I think he can take that guy out. Don't shoot. See? He could have, if he had two shots, he could have tried to snap one. Boom. And he did not turn, he minimized his penalties there by just maintaining his straight direction and not turning the turret. That was beautifully done. This guy's he's giving us a lesson on how to play this tank. Let's see. 2 versus 2. It's a big heavy tank and an SU-130PM. The SU-130PM is going to be a problem. Although this TVP is fast and it's got good concealment. I don't know what he's doing driving like a Muppet. I have no idea. Why was he doing that? Why the hell would you do that? Like, drive up there like an idiot? The only thing that could happen is you're going to get spotted. Why would you do that? I was just saying, he's got good concealment. Why wouldn't he come up along the bushes? Or just snipe? Let the heavy tank who's been doing so well go up and spot for him? What an utter Muppet. Here to be the murder can be driving him in or here to be the mark. Like what? You know, after a game like this, guys, this performance, to have an utter clueless Muppet, it's just, it astounds me. He could have come up here, poked the ridgeline. What? What just happened there? Let's go back. We have to go back. What just happened there? I missed it. Okay. He takes one shot, and the guy's tracked. He's fully aimed. He takes another shot. And Wargaming says no. What? What? Well, he's losing. It's 13-4. He has losing Sigma now. He's losing game. We do a little tweak. It's balanced. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Don't give your... No! He raises his PP in salute. He has no more ammunition. Yes, we do little tweak. Little tweak. You have losing teams. We do little tweak. Little tweak. You have losing game, Sigma now. You lose. You do 9,092 damage and you lose. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Interesting programming, isn't it? I'll catch you guys on the next one.